Hello, everyone. It's, let me see if most of you are in already. Mm, Let's wait for a bit. Maybe let's wait to 8:37 and wait for a bit and let the remaining of people join. Vito, can you share screen? Can you share the master report out?
Yeah, can you give me a second?
All right.
Uh, wait. Michelle? Oh, wait.
Yes,
Can you make me the co-host and enable screen sharing for everyone?
done.
Thank you.
Hello, can everyone rename themselves with their name first and underscore with their position, please? Thank you. All right, I believe we can start off with attendance, Guido.
Okay, sure.
Chưa phải mình phải chứng tỏ ra thì có tên các bạn ví dụ phải đang tập luôn.
So, yeah. Is everyone here? Wait, let me check for a bit. Oh, wait.
Yes,
Yes. Can you make me the co-host and enable screen sharing for everyone?
done.
Thank you.
And as well, sorry, I have to inform that if possible, I'd like it'd be great if most of the OB here can share their screen, not share their screen, but open up their camera with the backdrop, please. Thank you. Guido, are we waiting for anything else?
Yes, I think we should wait for the interim candidates because they will be assigned into breakout rooms. Jackson,
Yep.
I believe we should wait because the MUSA candidates and the MUSA head is not here yet.
Can you call for attendance first? I'll text them.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Wait. Okay. So let me introduce all of you to today's meeting, which is the MUSA monthly MSC. This will be our first MSC for the year of 2024. And I would love to say thank you for everyone for being here and attending the meeting. We will start the meeting by kicking it off with taking attendance, yeah? So I believe that the president is here, Jackson.
Yep.
How about the vice presidents, Kimberly, Ibrahim?
Yeah.
Then the general secretary, which is myself, is here. Treasurer, Asian and Ying Xuan.
Present.
Here.
Okay, good. And then CNS heads, Kirara and Phoebe.
Here.
Present. Oh, my face.
Okay. Head of MUIS, I believe Sani is still joining. So activities chairpersons, Wesley, Valencia.
Here.
Okay, nice. Publicity officers, Alicia,
Here.
Michelle. Welfare officers,
Here.
then Sylvia.
Yeah, here.
SAS School of Arts and Social Science representative.
Here.
Okay, don't worry. Kiara sent her apology letter. School of Business representative.
Here.
Okay, thank you. School of Engineering representatives.
Here.
Right. Okay, nice. Letitia.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
School of IT representatives.
There.
Okay, Diana is absent for today, but she already sent her letter. School of Medicine and Health Sciences representatives.
Here.
Okay, nice. School of Pharmacy representatives.
Here.
Nice. School of Science representatives.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And for the non-MSc members, editors, Ezrik, Teresa, Karen, and Elena.
Here.
Okay, okay. CNS Treasurer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you. CNS Publicity.
Here. Here.
Okay, thank you for attending. CNS Sports Officer.
Here.
Okay, thank you for attending. That will be it for the attendance, and thank you for responding and being present in the meeting, guys. So, Jackson, should we continue
Yes.
or wait?
You can start the first motion first, which is the apology letter.
Okay. So, as I have mentioned before, guys, Diana and Chiara couldn't join us tonight because of personal issues, but they have sent letters. So, let's begin with the first motion. Acceptance of apology letters and proxy letters. So, in general, these mentioned office bearers have submitted their apology letters and appointed proxies in their absence. Again, proxies will be granted voting rights according to the office bearer that they represent and as recognized by the chair. The following office bearers that have sent the letters are Diana, which is the SOIT female representative, and Chiara, the School of Arts female representative. Proxy letters have been received, and a proxy has been appointed accordingly to the current rule, which is their respective partner. Okay, so this motion is accepted by
Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson. Okay. The move's head here.
Hold on. Okay.
Sunny.
I've seen some of the candidates here. Can I please ask the candidates here if they managed to contact Sunny? Any of the candidates here, they managed to contact Sunny, because apparently he's not picking up call as well, and the motion cannot be raised if the proposer is not here.
And for the interim candidates, for every single interim candidates, especially the ones that we are going to appoint tonight, MUIS, please do rename yourself in the Zoom meeting with full name underscore the interim position that you are trying to run for. Please do that now, because you guys will be allocated into breakout rooms later.
Well, I'm trying. Can the rest of the team try to contact Sunny and see if it's reachable? Thank you so much. MUSA is unsure. I think if Sunny does not come in anytime soon, all this motion has to be voided, and it has to be brought up next MSC if he is not responding right now. And right now, if like mentioned, if he's not sure, if the proposer of the motion is not sure, then this particular motion cannot be ruled.
Should we wait another moment or no, Jackson?
Let's give it to 8:55. If no, then we will have to proceed.
Okay, Jackson. Noted.
Yep. All right. Managed to contact Sunny. He said he's joining in 2 minutes because he has connection problem. Sorry about the delay, people. All right, I see Sunny in the chat right now. Sunny, can you hear us? Oh, Sunny, are you in right now? Can you?
Yeah. Hi, can I start?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hi,
Oh,
good
wait,
evening,
wait.
everyone.
Can you wait? Sorry.
Okay.
First of all, and thank you for joining, Sunny, but I want to explain about what we are going to do first. So
Yeah.
later you will only focus on presenting the motion. Okay?
Okay.
So hello everyone. Since we will be appointing interims for our division, which is MUIS, every office bearer that has the right to vote will be needed to vote. And a document will be shared later for you guys to do this process. Again, so this is how we are going to do things. First, we will be raising the motion one by one, and then each of the candidate will present using their allocated time, while the rest of the candidate will stay back behind a breakout room. And then once they finish presenting, they will go back to their respective breakout room, and then we will vote. We will repeat this until we reach the end of the motion, the last of the motion for the appointment of interims. So hopefully this clears some of your doubts. And thank you for listening to my announcement for a while. And yeah, the stage is yours, Sunny, while I allocate the respective candidates to the breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you, good. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing okay. The first motion for tonight will be the appointment of MUIS secretary, where we have two candidates. Candidate number 1 is Aditi Gupta, and candidate number 2 is Pratik Surya. So, Guido, can we have them presenting right now in that order?
Yes, they can. We will
Okay.
start with the secretary.
Okay, thank you so much.
I will stop sharing for a while so they can share their respective slides, yeah, and introduction. Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, who is the one who should be sharing right now?
Aditi Gupta should be starting.
It should be Aditya Gupta sharing right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aditi Gupta.
She's already in the main room. I called from the breakout room already. Hey, wait. Why she went back? Aditi, you can start presenting now.
Hi, let me just share my screen. Okay. Hello and good evening to you all. I'm Aditi, currently running for the MUSA secretary position for 2024. A little bit about me. I'm pursuing a bachelor degree in software engineering, and I'm going into year 3 in Feb. I'm an international student from India, and some of my hobbies include singing, sketching, baking, etc. I've had the opportunity to be a part of a lot of clubs and societies in Monash in the past 2 years. My experience includes being the general assistant in the president's department in Year 1, the graphic designer for MUSA SOE, the creative officer for the esports club, the year rep for software engineering Year 2, the founder and president of the book club, and part of the Euro program as well. Some of my goals that I would like to execute and see through include promoting an inclusive environment for all the students, regardless of their nationality. The main aim as MUSA secretary would be to maintain accurate documentation and meeting minutes and deputize for the head if and when necessary. This is my vision and mission for this year. Here is my manifesto, which basically shows what I would like to implement this year, given that I get the job. Communication and collaboration, documentation, and maintaining diplomacy to avoid conflicts. Finally, I believe that I'm well suited for this role due to my experience, time management, and communication skills. If given the opportunity, I'd try my best to do this position justice and successfully create a safe space where everyone's voices are heard. And as far as why I want this role is to mainly give back from everything that I've learned and help the new students feel included. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aditi. You can stop sharing your screen. Sani, may I know, is the other secretary candidate?
Pratik, no, he's not replying. He's backed out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's-
Oh, wait, the second candidate backed out?
Yeah, the second candidate is just not replying or anything.
Okay, if that's the case, I don't see a point of waiting. So
Yeah.
shall we move on directly into the Q&A session for our candidate?
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone on the floor have any questions? If no, then do let me start first. So, hi Aditya, can you please share your experience in organizing and facilitating general meetings?
I've had no experience in Monash, but in high school, I've had a lot of experiences in documentation during team meetings or anything that the teacher has said. So I would like to use that experience for this role.
Mhm. So, can I also know how do you prioritize and manage multiple tasks, such as reminding deadlines, requesting progress report, and ensuring that everything is progressing in a timely manner?
Yeah, so basically just time management, where I decide what time is for studying and what time is for giving my all to this role. So it would just be based off of this app that I have where I manage my time that way.
Mhm. Sounds good, sounds good. So, all right, so can you please describe your approach towards say, a crisis, for example, a loss of meeting minutes? How would you solve something like this?
First step would be to inform the head in the situation, and obviously there has to be a valid reason. But if there's nothing that can be done with it, I would refer to the recordings and probably make another meeting minutes out of that and make sure it never happens again.
All right. So if that's the case, can you also provide me with how normally you would manage when it comes to competing with priorities?
Let's say if there's an exam or a test and I can't give my time to this, I would be informing the head first and foremost. But given that it's also an emergency, I think I'd give my time to probably 50-50 it, and obviously do give prioritization to this role.
Okay. Well, that's it for me. So does the floor has any question?
I have questions. Like, you talked about an app. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm in the grocery store.
Yes, Rashwan.
Cool. Yeah, you talked about using an app to like make sure that you can complete your tasks and stuff, right? Something like that.
I don't,
An
could
app
you
for
repeat?
time management. You
Mm-hmm.
said something like that. Could you elaborate on that, please?
It's just an app called Dawn. So basically, it
Okay, does that tie into like the whole Notion thing, or is that more like your personal thing?
oh, it's just a more personal thing. I don't have any problem with Notion. I could shift to that, but this is just on my phone and easier to use, and I get notifications as well. So
Okay, yeah. And could I know a bit more about what made you interested in this position specifically? Because I know you went for MUSA Vice President before, right? So what about Moist Secretary appealed to you?
if I understood correctly, you asked what about my secretary I like and want to run for.
Yeah.
Okay. Given that I did run for vice president and didn't win, I did want to be part of the student council in some way. And I hadn't have any experience in MOIS before. And I think it's like a really nice way to give back to other international students, given they come from the same country as me, and I would, be there as a guide, something that I kind of wish I had, maybe. So just a way to get more experience and be a part of the council in some way.
Yep, that's all from me.
All right. So I saw Michelle raising her hand just now. Michelle, do you have any question?
Yes, thank you. Hi, Aditi. Good job on the presentation. I just have few questions to ask. The first one is how are you going to ensure a transparent and an effective communication between all parties in MOES, which means office bearers, subcommittees, and the country representatives, and provide an example of how to do so. Thank you.
Okay, so basically, this would be done during meetings. And given that it didn't come up in any meetings, let's say one department raised some issues, that would be discussed in the next meeting and disclosed to every other department so that everyone's up to speed to what's happening.
All right, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Any more question? I'll do a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Guido, I need you to maybe move Adita to the waiting room and we can proceed with the voting for the first motion.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Adita, for your presentation. It was lovely.
Thank you.
And Aditi, can you go back to the breakout room by
Yeah,
yourself?
doing.
Thank you. Well, all right, guys. It's time to start the voting for the first motion so that we can pass and finish it. So, as you guys have paid attention to the group chat, I have shared a Google Doc that basically allows you guys to vote. So please do that now accordingly, yeah?
Guido, I think you need to, yeah, you have to share your screen and pull up and ask everyone to vote directly
Yep,
for
yep.
more. can see. Yeah.
Sorry, it was lagging on my end earlier. My bad.
Yeah, no worries.
So guys, please do vote if you haven't. Vice presidents, please do cast your vote. Okay, thank you.
I do not have a voting right.
Yeah, I know. So, okay, guys, since we have concluded the voting for our first interim appointment by a good margin of majority, it seems that everyone is voting for the first candidate. So it seems that the motion will be passed and the results will be determined accordingly. Wait. Okay, sorry. So the vice president voted for, general secretary abstain, treasurers for, CNS for, activities for, welfare abstain, publicity abstain, SAS for, SOB for, SOE abstain, SOIT for, SOMAS for, SOP for, and then School of Science for. Yes, Rashwan?
Just to add on, since you're basically co-chair of MSC, Gensec doesn't have a vote.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, sorry for that. I forgot to remove my table from the first one. So yeah. So I believe that the motion and the voting has concluded as for now. And Sunny, shall we continue with the next appointment of
Yeah.
interims, the next presentation?
The next appointment would be the appointment of MUSA
Wait,
treasurer.
sorry. We
Oh,
need
yeah.
to inform Adita as well that the motion has been passed and she has been appointed as the interim MUI secretary.
Okay. I thought we were going to do that at the end as agreed, but okay. Shall I invite her to the main room then? Yep.
Hello,
Hello, Aditi.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, and hopefully all of us can hear you too. So, Aditi, the voting has concluded and the motion will be passed. And the result that you have been appointed as the interim WIS secretary.
Thank you.
So, yep, that will conclude our first interim appointment, which is the WIS secretary. And Aditi, you might rejoin the breakout room again. And thank you for presenting and attending the session.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. It seems that our first appointment has been concluded. We shall continue with the next one.
Okay, can I start with it?
Yes.
Okay, so the next motion for tonight is the appointment of MUSA treasurer. We have two candidates, Shritesh Sohane and Karen Alvinus Schwam. Can we have Shritesh first?
Okay.
Yeah.
Invitation sent.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great, thank you. Am I supposed to share my screen right now and present?
Yes.
Right.
And please turn on your camera if it is possible.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I'm Shritesh Sohane. I'm currently in my second year of Bachelor's in Computer Science and Data Science. I'm from India. I'm 18 years old, and I'm presenting to be the interim treasurer head for MUIS. So to start off, I'd like to talk about my skills and experience, which I would like to relate. My first experience would be having an internship in accounting right now, which I believe gave me the skill for financial management. It taught me budgeting, financial planning, analysis, and also I was able to manage my financial records accordingly. So I believe I'm very, very familiar with the financial software and tools which can help me be a treasurer. The second experience would be my previous engagement in student bodies, not in Monash, but in my college, in my high school, which taught me many skills, which is mainly communication. I believe that is really important to be in the student body. I have a strong verbal and written communication for presenting financial reports. So I think through my degree, data science, I believe I could present better, I could present my results better, I could present my stats better, which makes it easier for the other members in the student body to understand. And lastly, I'm studying bachelor's in computer science and data science. So my recent projects has been financial reports in data science, which gives me the ability to have analytical thinking. So I believe that to understand statistics and money, you need that analytical thinking, which helps in providing in carrying out projects in optimal thinking. So my main goal for being the treasurer head of MUIS would be to enhance financial transparency within the club. I aim to implement systems that make financial information more accessible and understandable for all members. I believe as being a head for a student body, you need to ensure that all your members are aware of what's happening, and having good communication between your members will always ensure that things are going smooth within the student body. And yeah, so my manifestos are, after thinking through it, I believe that my two manifestos, I would like to name it Lean and Impactful Expenditure, which is basically reviewing our spendings, reviewing our spending platforms, so that we can understand throughout the members and have a clear and comprehensible financial reporting, so that we can have trust within the team, good communication, we have each member's involvement, and we can collectively work towards achieving the club's financial objective. And my second manifesto would be financial health checkup sessions, which is basically providing members with the insights into the club's financial status, the breakdown of where we are spending money so that we can cut short or minimize the spending where it's not needed and spend where it is really needed, such as the things which have a significant impact on our members and Monash. Why me? Firstly, I believe that I have financial literacy owing to my experiences such as having an internship and also my bachelor's degree. That makes me have a solid background in financial management. Both my academic and practical experiences have equipped me with skills that is necessary for this position treasurer head. I have skills such as budgeting, financial planning, resource allocation, and also things which can help in making the projects more optimal. Second reason would be I would aim for strategic cost reduction that can be achieved without compromising the quality of the things that we do, and also directly benefit our members and also Monash. And thirdly, I strongly believe that honesty and transparency between our financial reporting system is needed so that things will go optimal, like I just said. And again, as I said, communication between the student members are really important to ensure that our things go smooth. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. It's time
Right.
for the Q&A session.
Yeah.
So I believe there is no question and we can proceed with the presentation of the next candidate for this position. And thank you. You may go back to your breakout room, yeah. Join your respective breakout room.
Great. Can we have the second candidate?
Yes, it has been invited. Yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
okay. Thank you.
Hi, can you guys see my screen? Okay, wait. Okay, is my screen viewable, guys? Okay, thank you. So, hi everyone, my name is Karen, and tonight I'll be sharing my manifesto as one of the candidates for the position of MUSA treasurer. Okay. So, hi, my name is Karen. I'll be in my year 2 Sem 1 this upcoming semester. I'm majoring in banking, finance, and also digital marketing. And I'm a very initiative person and I love taking on new challenges that will help me grow personally and also contribute to the society around me, which is one of the main reasons that I choose to join MUIS. Okay, so speaking about my personal experience, my personal experience of being a treasurer or handling finances includes handling my personal finance, of course, and I also had the chance to help my parents out in their business, and also I did run a few businesses of my own back in high school. And another experience that I do have is being appointed as class treasurer in high school, and I'm also currently the treasurer for Monash Accounting and Finance Club for the year 2024. And I also have experience being given the opportunity to maintain payment records and also handle billings for events for my job. And because of those experiences, I was allowed to learn about budgeting, record keeping, reporting, and also communicating all of those to the people that I work with effectively. And I believe that there's still a lot of knowledge that I can gain if I keep on learning. Okay, so my vision, if I become MUIS treasurer, is to enhance the financial efficiency and effectiveness of MUIS with a focus on empowering and supporting the organization's mission, ensuring that every cent contributes to the positive well-being of Monash of international students at Monash University, Malaysia. And my missions include implement responsible, transparent, and ethical treasury practices, because integrity is one of the key characteristics of being a treasurer. And the second one is to harness creativity and technology to optimize resource allocation and streamline financial process. In this era, there are a lot of ways and supporting devices which may help us complete our tasks more efficiently and also accurately to the smallest detail. And lastly, I hope to collaborate in teamwork to maximize the positive impact of every cent equally. I hope to be able to give back to the national students community equally through MUIS's mission and also events by allocating our resources in a manner which will provide maximum benefit for all. To achieve my mission, I have a few goals broken down to aid me in my journey. The first one is transparency. By upholding transparency, I believe that the Treasury Department will be seen as credible in the eyes of other members and also to others at large. And I aim to achieve this by providing a clear, detailed, and proof backup reports of cash flows, which complies with the standards of the organization, MUIS, and also MUSA. My next goal is for collective awareness. I'm all for regularly evaluating our financial position, such as what risks are we facing, our current strengths, weaknesses, and communicating it to the other members of the organization so that each of us will be able to make informed decisions to achieve our main goal. And next, to increase efficiency. I hope to increase MUIS's Treasury Department's efficiency by streamlining reporting, budgeting, and communication process through implementing technology and also constantly upgrading our knowledge, which in return will help us fulfill our responsibilities timely and accurately. And effectivity is also important. I aim to increase effectivity by creating budget plans alongside teammates based on understanding the previous happenings or things that have already happened in the past, and monitor the expenses where we can adhere to the budget that we have already planned. This will help us reduce the risk of over budgeting and also repeating the tasks that we have done over and over again. Lastly, as I believe that communication is key, I would like to promote effective communication in the organization, not just within departments, but also outside of the Treasury Department and other departments. And I aim to achieve this by responding promptly to and truthfully to inquiries regarding to our financial positions when asked by other teammates, and ensuring that the information that I provide is clearly understood by others myself. And I can achieve this by doing regular check-ins or cross meetings between departments, so that I can make sure that everyone in and out of the Treasury Department actually has the same level of understanding and knowledge about our financial position. And so why me? I believe that my experiences is a foundation for my eligibility, of course, and my spirit to be initiative and constantly learn is another reason to vote for me. I not just hope, but I will do my best to bring positive impact in MUIS, contribute to the organization, and also fulfill the changes that I have always hoped to see in MUIS. So our voice matters and every cent fuels progress for a better MUIS to come. And with that, I'm ready to serve MUIS as a treasurer and will persistently uphold integrity and also responsibility in my position if I'm chosen for this role. Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, Thank you for presenting. Is there any question that you guys might want to give?
Can we have both of the candidates in?
Yes, wait.
Are the both of them in right now?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to ask both of the candidates. So how do you ensure that all expenses made would be within the budget, and how do you handle situations where there may be budget constraints for a certain event? So I would like Shref to go first.
I think that if we ever were short for budget, the first thing I would do would be obviously consulting my members. But then again, like I said, that we would plan out the event accordingly to the budget instead of adjusting our budget accordingly to the plan. So we would consider the financial situation more than the situation itself. So yeah.
Okay. Karen?
So I think that if we are able to see my missions come true, like I said before, it's great to do research about like what has happened in the past, like what our previous budgets were like, how they differ from the actual numbers that we spend, and by also making sure that each department members understand that what is our current financial position, and making sure that they do understand what are the risks that we face, and like the overall strengths that we have will help them, of course, in making in making the right decisions. So I feel like doing research beforehand is important, because most of the events will be quite similar to the previous ones, and even though there may be new events, I feel that we can still base it off some similar previous events.
All right. So my follow-up question for this would be, okay, as given that you are appointed as the MUSA treasurer, how would you go by ensuring that all or most of the events receive their allocated budget? And what step would you take should there be any discrepancy? Maybe for this one, perhaps let's have Karen to answer this one first.
Okay, I do agree that not all departments will get the same budget allocation, because they each have different purposes, and they have different uses for the budget allocated to them. So I think it's best to hold a meeting with all the team members to ask whether or not they agree with this certain number of budget being allocated to this department. And I think that collective agreement is very important. And like I said before, just by like just making sure that everybody knows about our positions will be very helpful for making sure that there's no conflict.
All right, so can I have Shref?
Yeah, so I think I will firstly talk to the head about the financial planning to keep a track on what the budgets are for each event. And again, like I've mentioned in my presentation, I believe that collaboration financial planning is really important, and I will stick to that decisions. And my goal for bigger events is, I think we would have to collect sponsorships, to gather sponsorships. So I will be looking forward into how to gain sponsorships from different places.
Right. So that would be it for my question. Does the floor has any question? In a count of 5, 4.
Yeah, I have questions.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Okay.
So it's for both of you. So first, Are you guys aware of the current budget MUSA has? Either of you overall budget that MUSA has or MUIS has?
Sorry, I can't hear you well.
Wait, give me a second. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
Is it better?
Yeah.
Do either of you know what budget MUSA has right now? Like what the budget stands currently? Okay, we'll move on. Tell me a bit more about the annual events that MUIS has that frequently happen, because those are going to be your expenditures that you're going to be able to predict. So from what you know, tell me some of the big expenditures that MUIS has, apart from MCN, because that's just like, the obvious one. Either one of you can go first.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear it clearly.
Wait,
Can anyone hear?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So did you hear my first question, or was that just inaudible completely as well?
I think your first question. No, we didn't hear your first question.
Okay, so the first question is, what's the current budget that what is MUSA's current budget, the annual budget, or what is MUIS's annual budget? If you don't know, you could tell me as well. That's completely fine, because that's okay. I just want to know how much you guys know so I can base my questions.
No,
MUSA's
I
one
don't.
is at 540K, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. I don't know about MUIS, but you should ask Sani, because you guys need to know what the budget currently stands at, even before you
I
get into
think
it.
I've talked to Sani, who is the MUIS
Okay.
head. I think the financial budget for MUIS is about 70 to 80K.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay. So tell me about the frequent big expenses that MUIS would have apart from MCN.
Can I answer this question first?
Let's have Karen go, because you told me about the budget.
Right.
Okay. Can you hear my voice? Because I think I was lagging just now.
Yep, we can hear you.
You were asking about, aside from MCN, right? What's MUIS like major budget allocation?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, we do have like events for welcoming international students such as Tiom Sunway. I think that's where like kind of like a big portion of our budget goes to, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Sorry if I answered wrongly.
No, Jump Sunway is one of those, but there's also going to be like orientation game nights, because those happen during that like short span of time where you have Jump Sunway, game nights, or I think they call it Game War last year, something like that. Those are like orientation based events, but they also have the buddy program. I don't know if that's an expense. Your major expenses are only going to be like, One World apart from MCN, and then just MUIS engagements events, which is really like up to that department of that year. So, those. But One World, you're gonna have to prepare for that early on as well. So if you get the position, do communicate with your CROs, because it's one of those events like MCN where you have to communicate with a lot of different country representatives. And since they're not your department, you might not be familiar with them. So make sure that you prepare for that as well. Apart from that, what do you know about the current like financial systems that MUSA has internally? Like any basis of what we currently do? That's okay as well. It's pretty easy to get into. Sani used to be a treasurer subcom. So he can teach you guys pretty well after you get elected. What are some big challenges that both of you expect? Stressed first, and then let's do Karen, and that's all from me. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you, Rashwan.
So for the big challenges that I expect to face as a treasurer head for MUIS would be, I think the importance that different people give to different events, because the importance basically shows how much budget we have to spend for each event. So it will be like likely for us to explain like how we have to divide our budget. And yeah, I think that's for it.
Okay, so for me, I think that I actually asked Sunny about this, about like the current MUIS financial situation thing, about like what I can improve. And they actually told me that communication and also schedule and timing is one like are those kind of things that should be improved in this upcoming MUIS term, because they might need a more like rigid routine when it comes to like submitting and also auditing the BPS. And I do feel that there was a lot of miscommunications, if I'm not mistaken, from the previous MUIS members. I think that's kind of like the biggest challenge that I may have to tackle right now. And also, like Rashwan said, that I may have to work with a lot of country representatives and also others from different departments, different teams, or different organizations. Yeah, so communication is also another thing that I may have to face.
Thank you both for your answers. Good luck.
All right, so do we have any questions? In 5, 4, oh, Ezin does have,
Izian has to,
yeah, but let's make it quick because we are running out of time.
Yeah, just a quick question. So I'd like to ask about you guys. How will you guys like handling the deadlines? Because you guys will need to apply for the, let's say, PRPO early for the MCN, or let's say like the fund transaction for the events that you have in MUIS. So yeah, can you elaborate more on this? Maybe Shrez can go first.
So the question is about how I'll manage the time.
To manage the deadlines.
I think for managing the financial deadlines for big events such as MCN, I will plan months ahead. First of all, like big events such as MCN or One World, we have to plan months ahead, especially regarding the financial situation for the event. So one solution will be planning way ahead, and second solution would be collaborating more. I think the more you collaborate with your team members, the faster you get, an outcome, an output. So yeah, that's how I would manage the financial deadlines for big events such as MCN.
I do agree with Shrez about working together with other teammates, and I do believe that the list of events should be like mostly finalized before the semester or the year starts. So we already have a guideline about what events are we going to have, and that really helps with the budget allocation. So we already know that how much money will be going into those events, and it will really help us during the preparation of the reports. And because we have already prepared it months before the event, I think that it's a great idea not to submit the reports like very closely to the day of the deadline, but instead we could like make it an internal deadline where it's like 1 or maybe like 2 to 3 days before the actual deadline that was given. So we have room to like check and also change a few things if we may have to.
All right, does that answer your question, Izin?
Yeah, thank you so much. Good luck for you guys.
Okay, so then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so there shall be no more questions for both candidates. Can I please ask Guido to maybe move both the candidates into the waiting room first?
Okay, will do.
Okay, thank you so much.
And
And
each
all right,
candidate, please move to the breakout room by yourself. Yeah.
all right. Then I also did notice that both motion 2 and motion 3 it has yet to be second. So right now, can I ask for the motion to appointment of MUI's secretary seconded by?
Michelle.
Sorry,
Me. Michelle.
Michelle. All right. So motion 3, appointment of MUI's treasurer seconded by?
Kimberly.
All right. So let's move into the voting process. Okay. So right now, we will directly call out everyone. We'll directly call out each department. So if how this is gonna work is that you can vote by casting by directly calling out their name. So it would be Shref, Karen, or against both. And if your department needs more time to think about it, just directly let us know and we will move into the second position to the following position first, okay? All right. So first up would be Vice President.
Need more time.
More time, all right. So next one, Treasurer.
Trash.
Trash, all right. So next part would be Clubs and Society.
Karen? Hello?
Yep,
Yeah, we're voting, right?
yep,
Yeah, Karen.
Karen, all right. Next part would be Activities.
Bit more time, please.
More time, all right. Publicity.
Abstain.
More time.
Yeah.
Publicity would be abstaining. All right. So welfare.
More time, please. Thank you.
More time, definitely. All right. Moving on would be social science. School of Social Science. Ian, do you need more time?
No need.
Sorry. All right, let's give Kian more time. Let's move into School of Business. School of Business. All right, Kian is saying that he's lagging. So, all right, Kian, right now you are provided the vote to cast a vote to either appoint Trash or Karen to either be the interim MUI's treasurer, or you may vote against both. All right, so I'll move forward to School of Business first. School of Business.
Candidate 2.
Sorry?
Voting for candidate 2.
Voting for candidate 2, which would be Karen. All right. So School of Engineering,
Karen.
against.
Karen, I mean.
Karen. Okay. School of IT,
Karen.
Karen. School of Medical Health Sciences,
Against both.
against both. All right. School of Pharmacy,
SOP votes for trash.
trash. So School of Science,
Karen.
Karen. Okay, so moving back to those who haven't voted, Vice President,
Vice President abstain.
Vice President abstain. Okay, activities,
Karen. Voting for Karen.
for Karen.
Yes.
Okay. So I believe welfare hasn't voted, right?
Yeah. Welfare abstain.
Welfare abstain. School of Business is okay. So School of Arts and Social Sciences, Kian?
Karen.
Sorry? Karen.
Karen.
All right. So Guido, do we have the number?
Can you guys repeat the choices first? I just really want to make sure that we didn't miss anyone.
All right, let's go through one by one. Vice President,
Abstain.
abstain. Treasurer,
Trash.
trash. Okay. CNS,
Karen.
Karen. All right. Activities,
Karen.
Karen. Publicity,
Abstain.
abstain. Welfare,
Abstain.
abstain. Arts and Social Sciences,
Karen.
Karen. School of Business,
Karen.
Karen. School of Engineering,
Karen. Karen.
Karen. All right. School of IT,
Karen.
all right. School of Medical and Health Sciences,
Abstain.
abstain. All right. School of Pharmacy,
Trash.
trash. All right. School of Science,
Karen.
all right. So Guido, all good?
Yes, all good. And now we can determine the results.
Yes.
Everyone has voted, and those who has voting rights has done so, and apologize for the confusion before. And by a good majority, Karen takes the lead at this interim appointment. So she
And-
does gets the position.
All right. So can you please invite both of them in and announce the...
Yep, I'm doing it now.
Okay. Oh. So Guido will be announcing the news, the result.
Yes, I believe that both participants is here.
They're in.
Karen and Shresh. Okay, to announce the result of the voting for the interim appointment of MUI's treasurer, by a good majority, Karen wins the voting. So congratulations to Karen.
All right. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank
Yes.
you so much, Trash.
Thank you.
All right.
Congrats.
Thank you for everyone's
Thank
effort.
you.
Okay. So Guido, shall we move on to the next motion?
Yes, we will be moving on. And Karen and Shresh, you may leave the meeting if you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, we will be moving on to the next motion. Sani,
Yeah.
can you explain a bit about it?
The next motion is the appointment of MUS CRO, where we have 4 candidates. Candidate number 1 is Nathmi Hapagota. Candidate number 2 is Ikra Humeza Zaria. Candidate number 3 is Ali Buleki. And candidate number 4 is Wise Mahmood. Can we start by bringing Nathmi?
Wait.
Before that, Sani,
The
we need to
motion
use
is
motion.
seconded by
Oh, okay.
Jackson.
Okay, noted. So that should be it. And we can now begin with the presentations. Who will be the first one, Sani?
Nathmi.
Okay. Will be invited. Hello there, Nathmi. Sorry if I am pronouncing your name incorrectly.
Yeah, hi.
So you can turn on your camera and then share your presentation. Yeah, you can share the screen.
All right.
The stage is yours.
So, good evening, everybody. My name is Nethmi, and I'm thrilled to be here today to have a chance to discuss my vision as a CRO. So, a quick introduction of myself. I'm a Sri Lankan student, and I just finished my first year and would be beginning my second year this upcoming semester in the School of Arts and Social Sciences. And regarding my experiences, although I have not yet gotten experience on a university committee, I've acquired a vast range of experience on high school committees, my most notable position being house captain, followed by secretary of the Computer Society, as well as editor of the Interact Club. So my vision for this role is encapsulated in building bridges. And this is compromising of connection, understanding, inclusivity, and voice. Connection brings diverse nationalities together and fostering unity, and understanding ensures this connection by appreciating cultural differences. Inclusivity bridges gaps for every student, and voice ensures inclusivity as every voice is heard and valued. So with that being said, I'll be going through my manifesto as a CRO, breaking down each point into why it's important as well as how it can be achieved. So central to my manifesto is strengthening the bond between CROs and CRs, as well as among CRs themselves. A positive relationship will allow us to not only enhance collaboration, but also encourage open communication among the CRs, as well as increase the efficiency of our work during events. Together, we can achieve this by various methods, such as through enjoyable team building events like game nights involving the CROs and CRs, as well as structured monthly or bi-weekly meetings where my fellow CR and I would discuss updates, event plans, and/or concerns of CRs, and finally by having an active group chat where updates and notices will be shared immediately to ensure that all CRs are constantly aware of changes. So building on the collaborative foundation established earlier, my next goal focuses on amplifying the visibility and the voice of all nationalities within the international student community at Monash. Recognizing a gap in representation for smaller nationalities and a broader lack of cultural awareness, it's crucial to ensure equal representation. And this inclusivity fosters unity and mutual understanding, acknowledging that as an international student, our shared experiences go beyond our diverse origins. And so we can achieve this by having one-on-ones with CRs, particularly the ones of smaller nationalities, where we can discuss any issues that they're facing, taking consideration into how they would like to approach the situation, and then effectively presenting these concerns to MUIS. During these discussions, we can encourage CRs to use feedback mechanisms such as Google Forms in order for their community to share their concerns with them, which can later be brought back to us. This feedback can be used to gain an insight on issues faced during previous events in order for the CROs and MUIS to take more proactive steps. Lastly, I aim to aid in fostering a sense of belonging for all international students at Monash through the promotion of global harmony via shared experiences and interests. Many international students, including myself, have felt out of place in certain university clubs and societies. Emphasizing harmony ensures inclusive spaces and encourage active participation in events, ultimately creating a welcoming home away from home for everybody. So achieving this goal involves promoting collaboration among CRs, urging them to communicate with CROs and MUIS to organize a variety of engaging events that leverages shared interest. This could include collaborative game nights, joint art exhibitions, or even language learning workshops. Furthermore, encouraging collaboration extends beyond CRs working together. It involves collaborating with other university clubs and societies. For example, encouraging and aiding CRs to host collaborative events like cultural dance workshops with the Fusion Dance Club, or traditional music workshops with the Music Club, and lighthearted activities and competitions with Monash sports teams can create more inclusive spaces. So moving on from my manifesto, in considering why I'm a suitable candidate, I'd like to highlight my background growing up in the UAE, which is a multicultural environment that honed my ability to communicate effectively across diverse cultures. Moreover, my experience in high school committees equipped me with valuable skills that are important for the role of a CRO, including event planning, time management, and most importantly, effective communication. Additionally, my involvement in MCN 2023 during my first year of uni provided me with a hands-on experience working closely with my CR and the Sri Lankan committee. This experience offered me insights into specific needs of a CR and their community. And lastly, I recognize the significance of teamwork and collaboration and will actively work alongside my fellow CRO with the help of MUIS to achieve our shared goals. I believe that these experiences have prepared me to contribute effectively to the role of a CRO, and I'm committed to leveraging these skills for the betterment of our international student community. Thank you.
All right, can we please ask candidate 2 to present, please?
Let me, you may go back to the breakout room, yeah. Please do so. Thank you. Sunny, who will be the second in line?
Ikra.
Hello, Ikra.
Hello.
Can you turn on your camera? All right, thank you. You can start presenting and share your screen.
All right. Right. Is my screen visible? Hello.
Yes, it's visible.
All right. I'll start. Greetings to all the MSc members. I am Ikra Humaira, and this is my MUIS CRO interim presentation. I'll start off by giving a brief description about myself. I am a second-year international student from Bangladesh, currently pursuing a double major in applied economics and international business management, and I'll be starting my second semester from this February. As an international student myself, I am deeply passionate about fostering community and cultural exchange, and I'm eager to take on to the role of interim CRO in MUIS. All right, so here I have highlighted a few of my relevant past experiences, which are relevant to the role of MUIS CRO. Here you can see I've worked in Kiron back in 2019, which is a youth-based social organization focusing on creating funds for the physically and the mentally disabled children of Bangladesh. Working in Kiron allowed me to gain a deep awareness of the importance of advocating for minority groups. Among many other things I learned while working with children with special needs, one that stands out the most has to be the deep sense of empathy and inclusivity which was required to engage with the diverse needs and perspectives. This is something I am eager to bring to the role of CRO. I have also represented my school at football as a football player myself from middle school to all the way to my college years, which allowed me to host several underground tournaments throughout my high school and college years. Two of the most notable ones are BFPL and PIFT, which I have outlined here. It is the largest Premier League football tournament in Bangladesh, BFPL, and PIFT was an inter-school football tournament of 2021, which me and my team organized. These experiences collectively has equipped me with the interpersonal and leadership and conflict resolution skills, which I believe are essential for the role of a MUIS CRO. All right, moving on to some of my skills and proficiencies. They include strong communication, problem solving, leadership, and even management expertise. Throughout my roles as organizer and coordinators in the past, I have gained an insight into the complexities and systematically organizing these events. Navigating the intricacies of event management honed my organizational proficiency while also showcasing my leadership and team collaboration abilities. Coordinating logistics and liaising with sponsors and all the team managers, and also addressing unexpected challenges demonstrates my ability of effective communication and problem solving. All right, moving on to my manifesto. In my manifesto, I am steadfast in my commitment to ensuring successful cultural flagship event management with effective collaboration with my team and acting as a bridge between MUIS and the CRs. Drawing from my experiences in organizing major events, I understand the intricacies of event coordination and the significance of cultural celebration. I pledge to bring this expertise to MUIS, ensuring that our cultural flagship events are not only well executed, but also resonate with the diverse backgrounds of our international student community. Furthermore, I am dedicated to encouraging and enhancing the engagement and participation of more international students in such events. As someone passionate about fostering inclusivity, I recognize the importance of creating an environment where every student feels welcomed and valued. By promoting diverse participation in MUIS events, I aim to cultivate a sense of belonging and unity among the international students at Monash. Thirdly, my vision includes establishing a zero tolerance for discrimination environment, of course, ensuring that our campus is a space where diversity and culture is celebrated and where students from all over the world should be made to feel included and represented fairly, most importantly. With a focus on collaborative leadership, my vision is centered on creating a safe and inclusive environment. I commit to fostering a culture where diverse perspectives are carefully analyzed, ensuring the best approaches are implemented to addressing any arising challenges.
As a candidate for the role of MUSA CRO, my experiences and skill set position me to fulfill the crucial requirements of this position. Even though I have not been a part of MUSA in the past, I am eager to bring my diverse skill set, fresh perspective, and unwavering commitment to fostering an inclusive and vibrant international student community. My experiences in event management and cultural engagement and leadership roles equip me with the tools needed to contribute meaningfully to MUSA's initiatives. I am excited to collaborate, listen to the diverse voices within our community, and work tirelessly to realize the shared vision of a united and thriving international student body at Monash University. I emphasize the significance of fair representation, a zero-tolerance approach to discrimination, and effective collaboration leadership to ensure successful event executions. These are not just goals, these are the pillars to which our international student community will thrive. My dedication to fostering an inclusive environment, coupled with my passion for cultural exchange, aligns seamlessly with the core requirements of the role, making me an ideal candidate for this position. Thank you, and please feel free to ask any questions if you have.
Any questions, guys?
I believe let's wait for everyone to finish presenting and we can answer the Q&A session.
Okay.
Yep.
So thank you, Ikra. You may go back to the breakout room, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guido, next is Ali.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, Ali, you can start by turning on your camera and okay, thank you, and share the screen, yeah. You can start presenting.
So greetings to everyone. My name is Ali Bulaki, and I'm a candidate for the CRO interim position. My full name is Muhammad Asar Ali Bulaki. I'm a 20-year-old Mauritian and studying computer science in data science in Monash, Malaysia. It's nice to meet you all. So why I applied as CRO interim? The reason is because I've been part of MUIS as the ex-country representative of the Mauritian community for a year. And I've seen that these extracurricular activities, they bring extra loves and extra smiles. So I decided to blend into it and to form part of it. Following this, my experiences are this. I've been the public relationship officer at the science club in my high school in Mauritius, which is the Collège du Saint-Esprit. After my A-levels, I did my sales internship at Mauritius Telecom, which is one of the biggest telecommunication firm in Mauritius. After my intake at Monash University, Malaysia, I've been appointed as the country representative of the Mauritian community, which I served for a complete year, and I organized myself the One World and the Monash MCN, Monash Cultural Night for Mauritius, for the Mauritian team. During my second year, I've been appointed as the treasurer for the Monash Futsal Club for a complete semester. Following that, the next semester, I was promoted as the vice president of the Monash Futsal Club for another semester. And right now, I'm doing my data analyst internship at Mauritius Telecom itself. My manifesto is based on these three words: personality, respect, and professionalism. So for personality, I believe in what my unique personality can bring in. For me, it's not a matter of who works harder or smarter. It's a matter of how can I use both my mind and heart interconnected in order to bring happiness and joy to our lovely communities. Respect. It's such a big word. The most important one that we should all be carrying and giving to others 24/7. I believe that respect is the main key for effective team leadership in order to implement a mindset that values interdependence, collective learning, and shared success. I plan to ensure its presence within my working atmosphere. Professionalism. Since I've tasted the working sphere, I grew and I'm still growing in a professional environment. I believe that professionalism is what makes progress more achievable at an efficient rate, and I plan on applying whatever I learned professionally to deliver as Miss Country Representative Officer. Next are my skills, which are as follows: critical thinking and analytical thinking, team leadership, excellent communication, whereby I speak 3 languages, English, French, and Creole, decision making, project management skills, strategic planning, process improvement, cross-cultural, efficiency, and productivity skills. My aimings and goals as the COO interim. Firstly, I would like to work cooperatively with my partner to make sure that every community event and One World is a success. Secondly, I would like to implement new activities for One World to make it more interactive and amusing. That is, for example, on-stage live performances by communities. Thirdly, I would like to make sure that every country representatives are well heard, and I will try to fix the internal issues when it comes to major and minor events in my capacity. I would like also to make sure that every communities are integrated as one Monash family. And lastly, among others, I would like to promote non-represented communities to discover new cultures. For example, I've seen that the European and the Australian, there's no like such as a representative. So I would like to promote this so we can promote more cultures to the Monash campus. So the question you guys would be asking yourself is why Ali Bulaki as CR interim? So among others, I would give you 5 main aspects, characteristics I would say about myself. Being an experienced worker. I've been the ex-country representative of the Mauritian community for a whole year, where I know exactly what a community should deliver. Knowing what a community should deliver makes me one qualifiable person for this position, in my personal opinion. Collaborative worker. The CEO position is a 2-person job, and I personally see myself as a collaborative individual, which is a critical aspect to be taken into consideration. As the CR interim, I plan on to listen, comprehend, and work with my fellow partner in the most respectful, professional, and friendly way. Efficient worker. Being a computer science student, I have been learning on how to be as efficient as possible while delivering impeccable work. I plan on applying my learned efficiency as the Miss CRO interim. Lateral thinker. Being a lateral thinker, I see myself dealing with dilemma and hard situations creatively, where I look into transforming them into a win-win situation. A win-win situation, as in the communities, MUSA, Monash University Malaysia, and the CROs itself can find solution in accordance. And lastly, among others, being an ambitious person. As I mentioned, one of my goals would be to bring an add-on to, for example, the One World to be an extravaganza. I plan on to make use of my ambitiousness as CEO to make MUIS events a success. Thank you very much for your time and listening. Feel free to ask any question, and I look forward to work with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali, for your presentation. You may go back to the breakout room for now. And please stand by.
Thank you.
Yeah, Guido, can we have the last candidate?
Yes, has been invited.
Okay, thank you.
Is the last candidate in?
Yes. Hello, Mahmoud.
Hello.
Okay, you can start presenting.
Okay. Okay, hi everyone present at the meeting. So, my name is Wise Mahmood, and I'm currently doing my year two. I will be starting my year two SEM 2 at Monash University. I am currently in the School of Business, and my degree is Bachelor of Business and Commerce with a major in Applied Economics. So I have decided to stand for the position of the interim CRO for MUIS for the year this year. So this is a bit about me. So during my high school, I started off in this NGO, which is called Alokito Shishu, as a project coordinator. And so basically, the operations were that we used to open up schools in the marginalized society of Bangladesh where it was the education was not accessible. So I was actually in charge of coordinating the teachers on modeling their classes and designing curriculum for the children, the curriculum they were taught in school, and specifically my area of the area in which my school was, it was called Munshiganj. Next, I started working, and I'm currently working there right now as well in Poriborton Kori. So the word Poriborton means change, and Kori means to bring change. So my position right now is the team supervisor. So we have currently multiple projects going on, and I overlook and supervise all of those projects. So during my work in Poriborton Kori, I actually gained a lot of experience in procuring sponsorships and funding, specifically from the ADB, which is the Asian Development Bank. And the last time I went back to my country, which was in June of last year, so I actually worked directly with the German ambassador, who is German ambassador to Bangladesh, in procuring a sizable amount of fund. They're still funding our projects. And another one of our funding rounds came from the UNDP, which is basically the United Nations Development Project. So I work directly procuring funds for our projects from these international organizations. I was in charge of all the teams working on the projects. I have a small startup which is called Ad Astra Studios. We provide digital marketing services to clients. Basically, we provide social media content in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever the brand needs. Currently, right now, we are handling the portfolio of over 20 clients, specifically from Australia, Bangladesh, and Indonesia. I also recently got enlisted in our family company, which is Arcade SS Oxygen, as an executive director. So during my time over there, so I started working there August of last year. I was directly involved in overseeing the day-to-day operations, and I played a pivotal role in the decision-making process and everything. And me being abroad, studying right now, I am trying to incorporate the ideas I gain from here, the networking I make, into our own company to actually bring in more innovative work cultures and ideas. So these are my objectives if I am made the CRO, which is inclusivity and belonging, intercultural exchange, and cultural heritage and traditions. This is my manifesto. Firstly, I would put emphasis on events and culture. Secondly, I would divert my attention to communication and exchange of ideas. Thirdly, it would be inter-community harmony. And fourthly, it would be advertising of country events to in a greater scale. So I would like to start talking about my manifesto. So the first is events and culture. I actually wish to create a centralized calendar for all the events that are hosted in Monash, so that which are hosted by student communities and the country communities and the university itself, so that everyone, even the new students who are lesser acquainted with the cultural events and everything that is hosted by the university, so that they can have more access by cultural discovery by all. I would also provide resources and advice to my best ability to the student run communities and cultural communities, empowering them to organize events and share their heritage. I would play a more active role in the day-to-day runnings of that happens during the events, and I would actually put provide my insights and how to make it better. I will also implement my creative ideas and take input from each respective country representatives. And we are going to come up with ideas so that the events are more fruitful and they are more successful under this, specifically the events that are under the CRO department. Secondly, my manifesto is communication and exchange of ideas. So in any organization, communication is key. If the communication is not good, then there are going to be mistakes, there are going to be conflicts. So I put a lot of emphasis on communication and the exchanging of ideas. I would encourage intercommunity communication and exchange of ideas, culture, and thoughts, because every one of us over here, we are away from home, and the entire point of hosting these events is that we can make a home away from home. So these events need to be successful. I would also motivate student groups from diverse backgrounds, people who are smaller in number, they don't have their own communities, for example. I would motivate them to join the other countries' cultural programs, and I would encourage them to collaborate on academic and creative projects promoting teamwork and shared goals. I would pair students from different cultures to mentor each other, provide a safe space of speaking out, sharing ideas, fostering friendships and intercultural understandings. My third manifesto, which was intercultural harmony, I would facilitate and host events that celebrate the unique traditions, music, and cuisine of different cultures, allowing students and staffs to interact, appreciate diverse perspectives. It would also foster a sense of respect, responsibility, better understanding towards one another. I would also make it a point to solve intercommunity disputes swiftly. It's natural for disputes to arise, but I would make it a point to end these disputes in a uh, respectful manner so that everyone can be on their own. Advertising of country events. This is something I would put a lot of emphasis in. every country has multiple events relevant to their respective cultures each academic year, and usually the turnouts are limited to their own countrymen. So the entire point of studying in a university like Monash is so that we can explore each other's cultures, meet new people. So that's kind of failing the point. So I would make it a point to heavily promote each other, every country's events in all other communities, be it sharing it in WhatsApp groups, respectfully asking other communities to share it in their, let's say, Instagram handles, so that people who are willing to explore other countries' cultures, they will feel welcome when they will feel invited. So these events will be more inclusive so that everyone can explore each other's culture and food. Personally, I believe that breaking bread together is one of the best ways of bonding and harboring new friendships. So, the natural question is, why choose me? I have had the opportunity and fortune of working with a lot of foreign diplomats during my time in Poriborton Kori. I have traveled extensively. I have traveled to over 42 countries. So I do consider myself as a citizen of the world. I have explored different cultures. I am a multilingual person. I speak Bengali, English, and French, three of these languages natively. I am experienced in fundraising and sponsorships. I have prior experience in coordinating multiple team projects. As I said earlier as well, I speak different languages. I have great leadership skills. I can work in a team. I can lead and I can make sure that my team is giving it their all. And I have been in my school's debate team, so I am good at public speaking as well. I am experienced in supervising students in projects as well because in my prior work in both Poriborton Korea and Alokito Shishu, both of these are student-driven platforms. So I believe I am very well suited for the work that CRO is going to throw at me. So I believe that wherever you're from, whichever country you're from in Monash, we are one big family. And that's it. If you have any questions.
Okay, thank you, Mahmoud, for the presentation. You can stand by now while we invite the other candidates to the main room for Q&A.
All right.
I believe all the candidates are in, right? Mahmoud is in.
Yeah,
That
they're all
means,
here.
all right, they're all here. So let's make this short. I would directly ask my question. So I know that CRO would hold a lot of, I say, major big events. For example, One World, and there is MCN as well. So events like this often do there may be times where there are unforeseen circumstances. So I'd like to ask that how do you maintain flexibility and adaptability so that when unexpected change occur in the planning process, you know how to handle this changes and unforeseen circumstances? So maybe we can start off by going in ascending order, meaning that from candidate 1 all the way to candidate 4.
So, of course, there's gonna be unforeseen circumstances occurring when we plan big events. And so if we have not taken proactive measures for this, I think first of all, like we should all communicate. Everyone involved should be a part of the communication process, and these changes and problems should be spoken out and everyone should be aware. And next is trying to work with just like what we have and thinking of, instead of what we have lost or what like any like something bad that's happened, thinking of what we have and being able to work with that. Yeah, that's what I think.
So candidate 2.
I think the key to handling unforeseen circumstances has to be preparedness. We need to plan out early on our calendar year on when the events will take place and what are we going to do so that no events can clash and there are no confusion. There should also be a detailed run sheet where we outline the schedule of events, including key timings or responsibilities of each team member. This document can serve as a guide to what each team member must do in such circumstances. So I think documentation and detailed planning is the key.
Right. Candidate 3. Ali, you're muted.
Sorry. So yeah, basically, if we have unforeseen circumstances where we'll need to adapt to changes. First of all, as the country representative officer, I would think of doing an emergency meeting with all the office bearers, that is including treasurer, engagement, everyone which is concerned on this particular issue. I'll give you an example. If ever, for example, there's the Monash Cultural Night and there's an issue of budgeting, whereby the tickets, there has been a situation like this in before where the prices has been higher and there was no enough sales. So basically what I would have been doing in this situation, I would do an emergency meeting, primarily call the treasurer, and then consult him, the treasurer of MUSA, sorry. So consult him about this issue, making a new ledger, a new accounting. So finding a solution as soon as possible during that meeting, and till we don't find a solution, I think the meeting should not be done. So yeah, but eventually we should find some solutions. But first of all, I will be doing emergency meeting. I would consult everyone which is connected to this issue for if it is a budget, but then we will surely adapt to these changes, definitely.
All right, thank you, Ali. Can we move on to candidate 4, Mahmood?
Yes. So, in any major events, unforeseen circumstances are bound to arise, and the key is to be level-headed and calm at first. Panic is never the answer. And if I were in that specific scenario, I would go into the event with a couple of contingency plans. I would always assume the worst case scenarios and be prepared for it from beforehand. And I'd make sure, yes, I agree with my predecessor that a meeting is needed with all the parties involved, and I would take into account all the ideas and come to the best possible conclusion. And sometimes what we expect, we may not achieve it, but it's important to find a common ground and like salvage whatever's the best in that particular scenario.
Okay, that would be it for my question. Does the floor has any question?
I have one question. Let me open my camera. Okay. Hi guys, thank you for the wonderful presentation. I have one question. This is for Ali. Given that you backed out from your candidacy for MUSA CRO 2022 election and you resigned from your role as the country representative of Mauritius on 2023 halfway, how are you going to ensure us that you will not do the same thing, as this is an office bearer position if you get the position? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question, Michael. So I would like to clear something out. So basically, back 1 year ago, why I backed out of my position of the elections. So I had to submit personal documents about it. And due to some personal reasons, that is, I had my roommate, which got hospitalized. This was a serious matter. So since the election did not start at this time, I chose to not go forward because of this personal matter. And straight away going for the resignation of the country rep of Mauritius, I would like to say up on it that I resigned basically more because I didn't get the support enough of my community as a whole, and I had to do a lot of things on my own. So now I don't find myself on any unforeseen circumstances for now. So I confidently apply, and I hope, like, since I've been through these situations, I applied as the country rep officer so that I can help communities which are facing these types of issues. For example, which I faced back then, with I didn't get the support enough, I didn't get a committee. So I'm planning now as a country representative officer to be here for the country representative officers, for the country representatives of each communities, to help them so that they don't go through what I've been through. So basically, now I applied. I'm sure of my decision, and I'm confident about it. So, and I want to help the communities and the country representatives which have personal and internal issues among them. So here am I to help them as the country representative officer. I hope this answers your question.
All right, I think that answers. So next one, I believe, would be Wesley. Do keep the question and answer short, yeah.
All right, I'd like to direct my question towards Wise. Can I confirm if you are the same candidate that applied for a position in the activities division?
Yes, I did.
All right, so you missed your first interview without any notice and only informed us afterwards that you went to the clinic after the
Yes,
disqualification
yes.
event. That is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
So you rescheduled
Mm-hmm.
your interview. However, you didn't attend this interview either, and once again, without any notice whatsoever. We waited the length of the interview both times, so I want to ask, as a potential CRO who will be leading a team of country representatives, do you not feel that this is rather unprofessional?
Yes. So I have been having health issues for the past 1 week, and I have been in and out of the uni clinic, and I even went to Summit. So, um, unfortunately for both the days, and even today I had to go. So, unfortunately for both the days, I missed, and I'm really sorry about it. But yes, it was a very isolated incident.
All right, thank you for your answer.
I would give it my best to be completely attentive and give it my all.
All right, so I believe I see Ibrahim raising his hand. So let's make this the last question.
Hey guys, so I hope all of you all have attended MCN before, and some of you all have even taken part in MCN, and you all do know that last year MCN 2023 was a great success. So I just have like one quick question for you all, like how being like CRO, it's a two-person job. How will you all like work together with Mustafa in order to improve MCN? Like by looking at last year's MCN.
So I would work with Mustafa to recognize what issues we had with MCN last year and work together to avoid said issues next MCN. And also, a team means two people working together, and that means that people can clash with opinions, but I would be willing to compromise and sort it out and ultimately think of the end goal, which is hosting another successful MCN.
All right, so I'll keep it short. I'll looking at last year's MCN, I'll make sure that the logistical and technical we're equipped with the logistical and technical preparedness. I'll allocate the task given that it's a very extensive event management day. So I'll allocate the tasks according to the strengths of my team members, and I'll work with my partner to develop effective communication channels and to communicate very efficiently so that none of the major points are missing and none of the important stuff goes under the bus.
So yeah, for your question, I would like to raise something. So basically, since Mustafa is the new country representative officer, personally, first of all, me and Mustafa would consult the ex CROs, that is Sudipta and Dominic, to ask them first what are the challenges they got and what would they, as in, try to better for the next MCN. So basically, compared to what we got the previous year, there has been a lot of complaints for the juries. There has been communities complaining about the juries has not been the voting the juries like giving awards, the way of giving awards, the method they used was not good, because we need to understand something. In the communities, there are communities who are participating in the MCN, but they don't have that much people within the community. So basically, voting won't be something good, because people are mainly biased for voting for their own communities. So looking at the juries and how do we allocate the rewards for the communities would be something we would look into. As well, the location would be something we would not find far. So there has been a lot of people who got some transport issues. As well, for the food, there has been a shortage of food. So we need to make sure in the best rate that we can get a nice place, an affordable food, and which will be we can feed everyone and won't be any shortage within the best prices. And I see as well for the MCN, the previous MCN, there has been an issue about the DJing, whereby they paid a DJ to come, and it was not that that amusing. So we need to understand the communities, what are they looking for. For example, we have a majority of Daisy community, whereby there's Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, whereby they look for some sort of amusement or music. So me and Mustafa be at the hearing of what they really want for them to entertain for the Monash Cultural Night. Thank you.
For my part, I believe that events of this scale, it's not possible. It's not a two-person job. So obviously, we will have a lot of people working, and I would specifically allocate specific tasks to specific people so that there is no room or less room for errors. And I would make sure that all the tasks are done properly. I would actually overlook it. And there were some clear logistical errors in last year's MCN, even though it was phenomenal. But conflict only arises when people feel unheard. So I would make it a point so that I have a meeting with all the CRs, respective CRs of all the countries, so that I know their wants and what they want out of this event, because this entire event is all about celebrating the different cultures at Monash. So if I'm not listening to all the people concerned, they would feel unheard. So I would take into account everyone's recommendations, and I would make a foolproof plan so that as less as possible conflicts or issues arise. And as I said earlier, I would go in with a couple of contingency plans. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's all about it, Guido.
Thank you for your answer, guys.
Okay, thank you for the answers, candidates. You may go to the respective breakout room again, and please be on standby. Please do it now. Thank you. I believe that all of the respective candidates are outside of the main
All right. So
meeting.
how about we pull out the list of candidates so we can let our MSC member vote?
Yep, here you go. So hopefully you guys can see my screen share. This will be the list of the candidates.
I think I got added over here mistakenly.
Okay, wait. Can you please go to your assigned breakout room now? Okay, now we can continue. So again, as you can see, guys, here is the list of the candidates. And we can begin voting as soon as it is doable to do so. Okay. All right. Let me pause my screen sharing for a bit, yeah. I believe you guys can access the master sheets anyway. Okay. Let's begin the voting. Vice presidents?
Give 2 minutes.
Okay. Treasurers?
Abstain.
All right. CNS?
Ikra.
All right. Activities?
Ikra.
ICRA?
Yes.
Okay. Publicity?
Ikra.
Noted. Welfare?
Give us a minute.
Okay. SAS?
I vote for NetMe.
Okay. SOB?
Ikra.
SOE?
Ali.
Okay, noted. SOIT?
Ali.
School of Medicine and Health Science?
Ali.
School of Pharmacy?
Ikra.
School of Science?
Ikra.
Okay. Now going back, vice presidents, do you still need more time or?
No, we vote for ICRA.
Okay, thank you. Last one to vote is welfare. Are you guys ready to vote?
Yes. Ikra.
Okay, then the voting period has concluded. Vice Presidents ICRA, Treasurers abstain, CNS ICRA, Activities ICRA, Publicity ICRA, Welfare ICRA, SAS NETME, SOB ICRA, SOE Ali, SOIT Ali, SOHMAS Ali, SOP ICRA, SOS ICRA. So guys, by the good margin of majority, we can safely declare that ICRA has gained the most vote out of all the candidates. So the voting period has concluded. Now the candidates will be invited back to the main room. Okay, I believe that each of the candidates for the CRO interim appointment is here. Wise, Netme, Ali, and Ikra. So since the voting period has concluded, I wanted to inform on behalf of MUSA that based on the voting, ICRA wins by a good majority decision. So, congratulations to ICRA.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you for the others for participating. And yeah, Jackson, you can continue.
Yeah, just thanking everyone for their time and their effort. Don't give up. There will be something great coming ahead for y'all, okay? Right,
You
let's move
guys
on to the
can
next one.
leave the Zoom meeting now. ICRA
Thank you. Thank
and
you
the
for
others.
listening.
Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, since everyone has left. So, since the voting period has concluded and the motion will be passed. Okay, Sunny,
Yeah.
on to the next one.
The next motion is the appointment of MUIS engagement. The two candidates are Izan Adil and candidate number 2 is Muhammad Khan.
Okay, this motion is seconded by
Michelle.
all right. Without any further ado, let's invite the first one, which is Izan. Am I right, Sunny?
Yeah, Izan first.
Okay.
Is Han ready to present?
Yes, right. Can you see my screen?
Yep, can.
Yes.
All right, so hi everyone. So my name is Izhan Adil and I'm currently pursuing bachelor's in computer science. Next year will be my year 371. So thank you for the opportunity to discuss my motivation and interest in applying for MUIS engagement office bearer position. As an international student at Monash University, I have experienced firsthand the challenges and opportunities that come with studying in a foreign country. This experience has ignited a deep passion within me to make a meaningful impact on the international student community. Secondly, now I'll be talking about my skills and experiences from my past years. So firstly, event planning. My role in the engagement subcommittee in the past year required me to plan and execute events which own my organizational and logistical skills. I successfully organized events that brought international students together, fostering a sense of belonging. Secondly, analytical abilities. Through data analysis and feedback collection, I gained the ability to identify trends and areas where improvements were needed. This skill will be invaluable in formulating policies and initiatives as the MUIS engagement office bearer. Thirdly, there's communication and interpersonal skills, which I have gained from past years. Working closely with international students and fellow committee members allowed me to develop strong communication and interpersonal skills. I'm adept at building connections and addressing concerns effectively. Last but not the least, empathy and cultural sensitivity. My experience as an international student has given me a deep sense of empathy and cultural sensitivity, enabling me to relate with the diverse backgrounds and needs of the international student body. Now I'll be talking about the major experience for the particular role which I have applied for. So I would like to mention that last year I had the privilege of serving in the engagement subcommittee itself within MUIS. During my time in the subcommittee, I was actively involved in planning and organizing various events and initiatives aimed at enhancing the international student experience. I had the opportunity to analyze the needs and preferences of international students and develop strategies to address those needs effectively. This experience has provided me with valuable insights into the challenges faced by international students and the ways in which we can create a supportive and inclusive environment for everyone. So my manifestos are as shown in the slides. So first one is enhancing cultural exchange. Foster a vibrant and inclusive international student community by organizing regular cultural exchange events where students from diverse backgrounds can share their traditions, customs, and cuisines. Secondly, welfare support and advocacy. Establish a dedicated platform for international students to voice their concerns, providing a safe and confidential space for them to seek assistance and support. Thirdly, strengthening community bonds. This initiate regular networking and social events that encourage international students to form lasting friendships, helping them feel more integrated into the Monash community. Lastly, I'll provide inclusive events and workshops. I'll organize culturally diverse events and workshops to foster connections and understanding among our international student community. So the qualities suitable for this role would be uh, I possess excellent communication skills and interpersonal skills, which are crucial for building connections with international students and understanding their needs, which is also very important for this role. I'm also highly organized and capable of planning and executing events effectively with past experiences as well. Moreover, my personal experience as an international student equips me with first-hand knowledge of the challenge faced by international students, making me empathetic and relatable in this role. So in conclusion, I am driven by a genuine passion for fostering an inclusive and supportive international student community at Monash University. My combination of experiences, skills, and a clear vision for the role equips me to make a positive impact as the most engagement office bearer. I'm committed to ensuring that every international student feels valued, supported at home during their academic journey. Thank you for considering my candidacy. Thank you so much. Feel free to ask any questions.
I think we can have the next candidate to present first.
Okay, Zan, thank you for your presentation. You may go back to your breakout room for now, and please be on standby. Okay? Okay, the next one is. Yep.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So do I like share my screen to show the presentation?
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Mohammad Khan Shani, and this is my first year in Monash University. I'm doing Bachelor's of Business and Commerce and Bachelor's of Computer Science. So I've listed out some of my interests. So I've always been good and I always liked football and I like reading. I know one thing stands out and that's event planning. The thing is, I was a head boy in my high school. So what happened was, when I started out, I was always good in. We almost closed. Okay, sorry, there was a message. Okay, so what I meant, so basically I was always good at planning. So when I first joined the student council in my high school, I did pretty well and the skill always remained with me. So I was really into planning because I was good at it. And I've also written my nationality. I'm Indian and I was born and raised in UAE. I lived there for 18 years and I came to Malaysia for my further studies abroad. Okay, so this is my experience, everything I have done so I started as a student council head boy for my high school. So I used to organize events, oversee ceremonies, and manage morning sound announcements, and I help new club startups. So basically, I was doing small jobs. So the president of the student council would usually just plan the event, organize the event, and I would just go around taking feedback from students and other club members. I would be doing jobs like marketing, making the posters for any events taking place. Sometimes I would be an accountant. And I would also be taking permissions from teachers. So it's the teachers who allow students to go for events. So it's really important to convince the teachers and the principal for any event that takes place. Um, I would also help a lot of club startups. So I would tell them what to do, what to organize, what documents you need to give for to the student council for your club to be authorized. Um, Also, we had some Notion training. So I had 2 months of Notion training to help me organize events and everything, so that I'm on par with my student council teammates. So also we switched from Notion to Monday.com in grade 12 when I was in grade 12. So I have some experience in Notion and calendars and just planning and organizing events in properly. So I also faced some problems and issues. So the thing was when I was in grade 10, I was a head boy. So we had COVID-19. So there weren't many events we could organize. In semester one, we organized a lot of events and we had plans for semester two, which we continued, but we couldn't because of COVID. So we had a lot of backlash, like the student council was really lazy. We weren't organizing a lot of events. So that was one issue I faced. And it took a lot of courage and hard work to come over it. Yeah, I applied for vice president in grade 11, but I failed and became head boy again in grade 11 because of what happened in grade 10. Um, all this skill and all this experience from grade 10 improved my public speaking skills and my leadership style. And then moving on to grade 12, when I came to grade 12, I applied and became the student council president. So the main task of a president in high school was you organize events, but instead of improving my organizing event skills, the main thing I learned was time management because it was really hectic and difficult managing your time. So my first semester, we had to organize some events, but then students from grade 12, right? They had to what is it? They were applying for university, so a lot of them wanted extracurricular activity certificate. They wanted to engage in as much club activities as possible. Normally, students just sit around in grade 10 and 11, but then when they go to grade 12, the universities keep asking for your extracurriculars. So everybody wants to get into their dream university. But because of that, I had to organize a lot of events, and the time difference was there, right? So medicine students had to apply by October, whereas other students had time till January. So we had to
Sorry,
give more. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
I think we're getting sort of sidetracked. I do need you
Okay. Yeah.
to with your presentation. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry. So yeah, so we had a lot of so I improved my time management skills, and then after that we had some I organized I was a part of a member in UAE Gulf Model United Nations. I helped organize the event, just like sending out emails, helping students, delegates how to what to do and how to do everything, just giving out some presentation and some videos. Okay, why I think I'm suitable for the job. So, like I said, my leadership experience, I had 3 years experience in student council, and my communication skills have developed a lot because every day we had team meetings. I had to communicate with my team, my teachers, my friends in my class. I had to go to different classes every day, and team collaboration had to improve. At the start, it was quite difficult because of everything was done in Zoom, so there wasn't much interaction. But then after that, when everything became face to face, my team collaboration skills improved. My event planning, I have 3 years of experience and some software experience as well. I'm very good at diversity planning and inclusivity. So because in high school, it was very important to indulge all of this, right? So it was very important for the face of the school. So they always the school always told you to do a lot of tasks, events which diversity. Okay, my goals as if I get elected. So I wanted to increase attendance at student council sponsored events and activities, increase student participation in decision-making processes and feedback mechanisms, improve communication and collaboration between students and faculty. This can be done by having a lot of different media and channel of communication between the students and the faculty, actively promoting diversity and inclusion in all student council activities. This is really important, and I think we can improve on this. Introduce programs that focus on student mental and physical well-being. There are not many events right now. I think there were 2, 3 events, and I think we can do a bit more about student mental health and physical well-being. Obviously, there's a consultant down there who helps you about your mental. You can book a appointment and go for your mental health being, but then I think we can have more events which focus on this. Provide more opportunities for students to develop professional skills. I think that's needed. There are a lot of paid opportunities like this, but I think we can make more free for students so everybody can participate. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for presenting, Muhammad
Yeah.
Khan, and please stand by while we invite the other candidate for Q&A session. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so both candidates are in, yeah. Okay, so to both candidates, so how do you actually ensure that your events would actually be inclusive and it would appeal to a diverse audience? So maybe perhaps candidate one can take it first.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
All right. So being in MUIS, it talks a lot about diversity and inclusion, right? So my question would be, how do say appointed, how do you actually plan to sort of ensure that all of your events here are inclusive and it appeals to a diverse audience?
Okay, so first I'll like arrange regular cultural exchange events. I will spearhead the organization of regular cultural exchange events that bring together students from diverse backgrounds. These events will serve as platforms where our international student community can shine and share their unique traditions, customs, and cuisines. Whether it's celebrating festivals, cultural exhibitions, or theme food festivals, these events will create an environment where every student feels valued and appreciated. Secondly, like promoting inclusivity. Inclusivity is at the core of our mission. So I will work diligently to ensure that all students, regardless of their background, are encouraged and welcome to participate in these events. Yeah, that should be it.
All right. So can I have candidate two, please?
Yeah, okay. So there are already some, what is it, different country groups already, right? There's the Indian community, Pakistani community. So I would make them make more events. That would be a lot better. So there are already like WhatsApp groups for it. They can send messages like, we have some, so for the Indian community, we can have some messages like, we can celebrate Diwali. We can give them the opportunity to be the hosts for Diwali, have more events for just particular, what is it, countries. And on top of that, we can have events such as, for example, Christmas, right? There was a Christmas event in Waterfront recently, and it was mostly just Christians who showed up. So I think we can have more inclusive opportunities for everyone. So it's just not like Christmas. It's not just a Christmas celebration. It should be like a happy celebration for everyone. Everyone should be involved in it. And I think we should be more inclusive because I think events are just like, there are some events like, for example, there was some Chinese event, right? And it was just Chinese students who were invited. And yeah, if you're not Chinese, they said that you had to get some permission or something. And I don't think that's really right. So I think any sort of events, it doesn't matter if it's just like for just Chinese people or just Pakistani people or just Indian people, even if it's just for them, I think everyone can just enter and experience with them.
Right, thank you so much. I see Mudiba has raised her hand.
Hi, yeah. So question for both candidates. So most engagement will need to liaise with a lot of different parties. That will be the country representatives and all that. So you guys will also have a lot of events that's going to happen. How are you guys going to deal with that workload and the pressure when it all piles up?
So as an experienced
Oh, sorry.
subcommittee,
Sorry, one more thing. And like there are times where some events may clash as well, especially with cross collaborative events. So yeah, sorry, continue.
yeah, so as I'm like experienced with subcommittee member of engagement, as I mentioned, so it made me like analyze how the engagement works totally. Like there are several events which we have to conduct, and like you said, we might have clashes between them, but then we can like arrange the dates accordingly, and like the I will assign to the subcommittee members as well to make it like properly like structured all events. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay, I think the key for this question is communication with the every single subcommittee member. I already have some communication with some of the subcommittee community members, like especially the Indian, Pakistani, and Sri Lankan and Chinese subcommittee. So the best way would be communication, just like don't have all the events at one time, so we can have specific dates to different events, and if they want to host it at the same day, I think there should be a big time difference between them, so it's just like in the early morning and then night time. So it just doesn't, there's no clashing or anything like that. And yeah, that's it.
Right, but there are times where you can't necessarily make all parties happy. You're gonna have to compromise and sacrifice one event or what. So how would you guys deal with that type of conflict? Because you have to, like you guys both have mentioned, promote what's it, equity and like harmony and make sure every culture is known. So yeah.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, so I mean to ask, like, there are times where because of the clashes or where you cannot make every party happy. One country may have to have a make that sacrifice of not having that like dance practice or what, and you have to ultimately come with a compromise. How would you deal with that when you both have mentioned in both of your manifestos that you will ensure everyone feels included?
So I'll talk about my event. Like I'll prioritize the events which needs to be like placed at that moment, like so that we make the decision in the interest of community as well. Whatever it suits for the international students, I will prioritize that, like because it's MUIS, so international students should be like happy with the event. So I'll compare with both the events and like if we can collaborate as well, and we would do that.
Okay, so first, I think we should consider what other events have taken place previously. So if for example, if I say the Indian subcommittee, right, they have already had like 3 events already, I would obviously not prioritize them and have someone else take over and say, you already had your chance, you had a lot of events. I think you should just step out for just some time, let them have their event, and then you come in. Or we can even have co-joined events where you can just get a feel of both cultures. But if they do not agree with that, I think just trying to convince them to have just a bit separate days, or just like one day of the other, just maybe like Saturday or Sunday. That's pretty good. Everyone will be free. Also, we can take more feedback from students. Like we can ask them which one where more students are going, where more engagement is happening, what students are looking forward to. So for example, like Christmas, I'm sure everybody looking forward to the Christmas break and any events related to Christmas. But it can also be like, that's just my assumption. What if everybody is like, oh, during Christmas, I'm just going to go KLCC. There's an event happening in KLCC. I'm not going to come to Monash. It's boring. It's holiday time. I spend every single day in Monash. Let me just go KLCC. So it's very important to not just like assume like which event is more important. You should take feedback from every single student on what they think and which event is actually more important.
All right, thank you guys.
Okay, so I believe if there are no questions in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, okay, Guido.
Okay, candidates, you may go back to your own respective breakout rooms. Yeah, please do that now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jackson, I believe that each of the candidate has been assigned back in their respective breakout rooms. Yeah.
Yep, you can
So,
proceed to voting.
okay, guys. Since we have already listened to their respective presentation and we know that there will be only 2 candidates for this appointment in the position of MUIS engagement. So let us begin with the voting, with the first one being the Vice President.
Vice President, abstain.
Okay. Treasurers.
Abstain.
All right. CNS.
Against both.
All right. Activities.
Abstain.
Okay, publicity?
Me time.
What? Sorry?
Me time.
Okay, need time. Welfare?
Abstain.
All right. School of Arts? Is Kian back or no? I don't think so. Okay, might skip that one. SOB?
Abstain.
SOE?
Izan.
SOIT?
Abstain.
Sohmas?
Against both.
SOP?
Candidate 1.
School of Science? SOS?
Against both.
Can you repeat that, please?
Against both.
Okay, thank you for repeating that. Okay, let's go back since there's one department that haven't provided a vote yet. Publicity? Are you ready to vote now?
Yep, abstain.
Okay, guys.
Abstain.
Okay, thank you for the vote. Publicity. And based on the current results of the voting, it is based on an overwhelming majority with the vote being abstain that we cannot reach a conclusion to this motion. Based on the vote itself, 14 out of 16 respective departments choose to vote abstain.
So with the scenario right now, since 14 out of 16 voted against both, right? Technically speaking.
Yes, more
Yeah,
than
so
85% voted abstain.
yeah, so unfortunately, this motion cannot be passed.
Okay. Okay, since this motion couldn't be passed for the time being due to, as evident, the overwhelming majority of departments and respective office bearers that voted abstain, or to be exact, against both candidates. So there will be no conclusion to this motion.
Do invite them both and let them know the result and move on to the last motion.
Yep. Already done that.
Okay.
We are still waiting for one more to join back to the main session. Izan and Muhammad Khan, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically the voting period has been concluded. Respective office bearers has casted their votes, and based on the voting period and the votes itself, we are sorry to say that on an overwhelming majority of votes, it is declared abstain. So we cannot reach a conclusion to this motion. And yeah, Jackson.
All right. So unfortunately, as per right now, a majority has voted for against. So none of the two candidates here will be appointed as the interim as per today. So thank you for your effort and thank you for your time. And we hope that everything would go fine in the future for both of candidates here, right?
All right, thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much.
you so much.
All right, thank you. So y'all may also proceed to leave the meeting. Thank you so much. And Guido, can we prepare for the last motion?
Yes. So, since we couldn't reach a conclusion to the appointment of interims in the position of MUIS engagement, so sadly this motion couldn't be passed. So on to the next motion, Sunny.
On to the last motion for today, the appointment of MUIS Media. There's candidate number 1, Mildred Shakira, and Mashrura Mariam Khanam.
So this motion is seconded by
Jackson.
Thank you. The candidates will be invited so they can begin their presentation immediately. Hello, Mashrura and Mildred.
Hello.
Are you guys ready to begin the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, you guys might start immediately and share the screen. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Mildred Shakira, and I'm with my partner Mashura. Today, we're thrilled to share our vision for Moist Media and how our diverse skills and experience uniquely position us for the media officer roles. Before we get to our presentation, let us start by saying a few words about ourselves. I'm from School of Art and Social Science, currently in year 2 STEM 1, majoring in communication and minoring in public relations.
Mildred, I believe that you are muted.
Oh, Mashura, can you continue?
Sorry, you are lagging. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So my name is Mashura and I'm from the School of Science and I'm currently in year 3 SEM 1 and I'm majoring in medicinal chemistry. And moving on to our skill sets, let's move on to Mildred. Mildred.
I can say I have some experience working on the media set of different organizations, such as Head of Digital Marketing, Head of Publicity, and the Director of Video Production.
So when it comes to my experience, I've previously been with Manga for event coverage and internal projects for the Monash Gazette. And other than that, I've been an events officer with the Mental Health Awareness Club. When it comes to my skill sets, it's mainly regarding creative media, whether it's art and design or photography. So moving on to our manifesto and goals, I'll pass it down to Mildred.
Okay, here are our manifesto. The first one is we plan to revitalize Moist platforms, which is making all Moist platforms more active. For example, when looking at our Moist YouTube channel, we can see it barely has any content on it. One of our main goals would be to make more engaging content for our channel. And for our second manifesto point is to boost student interaction with Moist. We would like to engage with our students more by creating videos with them around campus, since we believe in a two-way street that everyone's voice matters.
we have also come up with some fresh concept, such as we have we have also decided to like bring up a series called Alumni Success Stories. And we've also decided to come up with another series, which is to unearth intriguing facts about different cultures, and also curating a global events calendar, giving us a scoop of diverse cultural festivities. And moving down to our goals, our first goal would be to increase content interaction by introducing quizzes and challenges and encouraging discussion in the comments, and also collaboration such as forming a student and alumni panel and featuring stories for community connection and launching an online suggestion portal.
Our final goal is to promote the cultural celebration by actively promoting and covering cultural festivals and events, creating awareness and celebration around the diverse cultural heritage represented within the Monash community.
So moving down to the question, why us?
The first reason is because we have a clear vision of what we want MUSA media to be. It's not just about the content, it's about shaping an experience, influencing perspective, and leaving a lasting impact. The second point is we possess the ability to develop and execute strategic plans for publicity campaigns by considering our target audience and maximize the research available to us.
And we believe that my partner, me, and Mildred, we have two different set of skills. So we believe that we can form a collaborative and balanced partnership, since my partner focuses more on publicity and digital marketing, and me, I personally prefer to work under creative media. So that was it from us, and thank you for listening, and feel free to ask us questions.
I see Michelle has a question.
Okay, hi guys. Thank you for your presentation. I have 3 questions. I have 2 questions for you guys. If there's anything unclear, please just let me know so I can repeat. So first thing, what are the job description of the MUIS media that are not stated in MUSA Constitution or Handbook? That will be my first question. And you guys can answer first, then I will proceed with my second question.
I think it's more about like, I think the handbook hasn't exactly mentioned about like the magazine a lot. And I think that's like one of our main focuses. Like coming up with like columns or maybe stories to put in the magazine.
Okay. Actually, that doesn't really answer my question, but since we got limited time, just move on to the second one. As MUIS media office bearer, you will face a PR crisis. How will you maintain the professionalism of MUIS on this, especially on online presence? And what are your plans for crisis management if that happens?
So if we struggle from that, I think the idea is to have like as many content as we can. Like the more active it is, like I feel like social media is mainly based on how active. So even if, of course, the quality of content matters too, but I feel like being active is really important. So I feel like engagement in comments and also promotion of the events of MUIS might help us with that.
Okay. Jackson, I just want to ask for permission. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, this will be my last question. As part of MUIS media team, you will be working closely with MAC. Can you tell me what is MAC and what are the responsibilities of MAC? That's my first question. The second one, how will you both ensure that you will have the same workload, balancing the team dynamic between you guys and MAC and completing the deadlines given? You may proceed with your answer.
Okay, so MIC is a media affairs committee. So as what I know, MIC is like it's like under MUSA, and like it handles all concern that come from like all the media parts. And like what am I planning about is like I want to improvement with the MIMA and like more collaborating with other departments.
Hi, I got one question. Is there time for for another question?
Yeah, let's make it the last question.
Okay, sure. Okay, so you guys looking at the MUIS social media right now, from looking at it from the creative and operation side of things, do you guys have a solid plan on improving the overall engagement? And if you do, could you please elaborate it for us? Thank you.
I think for the content we want to post, it's on our slides that we.
Yeah, could you further elaborate on that?
I think we decided to maybe first of all, when it comes to content, these are the ones that these are the new content that we would planning to launch. And other than that, when it comes to engagement, we would like to launch quizzes, challenges, and something that would keep people talking about movies.
We can make a content around campus, we ask student questions and what they want to see from us. So engaging content for our international students.
Okay, that's gonna be all from me. Thank you.
All right. So due to time constraint, let's make it the last question. So Guido.
Okay, candidates, thank you for your presentation. And you may go back to your breakout room for now, and please be on standby, yeah? Yeah, Mashrura and Mildred.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Wait. Mashrura, could you go back to your breakout room?
Sorry, I've been trying, but I cannot enter it for some reason. Can
Okay,
you?
let me invite you to another one.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, guys. You guys already saw the presentation, and hopefully it can cover and clear some of your doubts. And now let's begin with the voting process for the appointment of interim in the position of Miss Media. Since Mashrura and Mildred is running together, so the vote will be for the candidate or against, which means basically abstain. Okay? Without any delay, let's begin the voting. Vice presidents?
Abstain.
Okay. Treasurers?
For.
CNS heads?
For.
Activities?
For.
Publicity?
Against.
Could you repeat it? Sorry.
Against.
Okay. Welfare?
For.
SOB?
For.
SOE?
Vote for.
Okay. SOIT?
For.
Sohmas?
For.
SOP?
Abstain.
Okay. SOS?
For.
Okay. So thank you for the votes, and this will conclude the vote. And based on the result, by a slightly above average margin, the 4 votes stands clear above the abstain. So it is clear that the results, Mashrura and Mildred, will be the interim of MUIS Media. Thank you for voting, guys. Okay, now the candidate will be invited back to the main room. Please give them a moment. Yeah. Okay, Mildred is here. Now we need to wait for Mashrura.
Are they in? Are they in?
Mildred, yes, she's in the main room now, but Mashrura is still in the breakout room.
I think her line is pretty laggy, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Shall we proceed then? With the declaration of
I
votes.
think she's in. She's not in. Is she in?
Who? Mashrura?
Yeah.
Not yet. Only Mildred.
Mildred is in, then I think if no, I think that wait, no, she's not in yet. I think maybe we can announce it first to Mildred because I think she's having internet connection problem.
Okay. Hello, Mildred. Can you hear our voices? I hope that you can. Okay, Mildred. So maybe later if Mashura couldn't join us in this location, maybe to do internet connection. Can you, can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So based on the vote, you and Mashrura has been appointed as the interim with the position of MUIS Media. So we would love to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so with that, I think we have gone through all motions.
Yep.
All right, so I think we have to end here. It's gonna enter midnight soon, so I don't think it's ideal if we continue, nor do I want to continue, honestly, because I'm pretty tired.
Picture.
Okay,
And
sure. So,
yeah.
wait, before we take a picture, MSC 1.2 will, Guido, you will send a poll for everyone to vote, right, in the main group?
Yes, I will send a poll shortly after to confirm about the next continuation, the next day. Basically, the continuation of MSC 1, MSC 1.2. So stay tuned. And
Right.
so with that in mind, motion 6 has been completed and the votes has been counted. So the motion is passed. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, everyone turn on your cameras. We're gonna take a picture quickly. And we're gonna end the MSC.
Something.
Everyone chop chop. Turn on the cameras, everyone. Wow, everyone looks so tired already. Jackson, you okay?
3 hours.
I want to find a prop. Let me. Okay, just. No.
Okay. I hope everyone's ready. Okay, the others who haven't turned on their camera, please turn it on now. Raj, Mudafar, Nadira, Ezrik. Oh, it's Andi, sorry. Andin, Ezrik, Yuan Shong, Danelle, Valencia. Okay. Okay. There's gonna be 2 slides, so first slide. Okay, one more. Stay there, everyone. Rhea. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, press now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.